Here we go!
We're feeling very gay because it's almost time to play. Grab your favorite chair with the lucky Pierres. Yeah.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. Tonight we got our first animated movie review for you. It's a movie, Disney animated movie from 2002. It's called Treasure Planet. All right, guys, Treasure Planet. What did you guys think?
It's good. Yeah, honestly, better than I expected.
Some pretty cutting edge before its time animation.
It was good animation for sure.
2002,
However,
and it's using some crazy animation.
It's Disney, so
Yeah.
It had a $140 million budget. What the fuck?
Disney can do what they want.
I mean, it looked
was the
expensive.
most expensive
It looked expensive.
cartoon that had ever been put out.
That's
at
crazy.
the point.
Yeah.
And then, but my first thing was, are they leading us to believe that this is like a normal childhood? Like when they're just like, oh, it's a boy going to bed, like talking to his mom. And then they shoot you straight into him flying in the clouds with like a cloud snowboard.
I know. Yeah.
And you're like, I guess so. All right.
Yeah, it just goes way into the future, like, you know.
Well, I mean, the book was like flying through the air, so like it was like animated.
That's true,
So you knew
yeah.
it wasn't a normal book, so you knew something was up.
And then you got aliens and pirates.
Well,
If you
yeah,
got aliens
Lilo-
and pirates, I'm in.
There's like Lilo and Stitch, like little creatures and aliens. I like that.
yeah.
Yeah, the flatulence dude was the best for sure.
Oh yeah, that's in here. That's in the notes.
for
He
sure.
spoke flatula.
Yeah, just farting nonstop.
Fart his language. That's great. Yeah, but it's about, Jim, troubled young man. He acquires the map, right?
Yep.
He acquires this map, and then he's like,
Kind of sounds like Uncharted.
yeah,
There's like a
gotta
old pirate lands on his dock.
yeah.
Who's like dying, running from other pirates trying to steal his stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and he gives it to him for keep safe. And he says, "Don't let the android get it."
Yep.
And he's like, "Oh, he has no idea what that means."
So then
Like,
he's just
"Oh,
paranoid of every android he finds.
Yeah.
And then he wants to go to the planet to get the treasure.
Of
so,
course.
and then
Why wouldn't you?
there's fighting over it. That turns out the android is the bad guy who's pretending to be a good guy.
Yeah, he's the chef on the ship.
Yep.
Long John Silver.
Yeah, there was like dog people. The Delbert, he's like a dog person.
Yeah.
And then you got like the frog girl. There's like all sorts of weird stuff going on in this movie.
Aliens.
Great voice actors though, man.
Yeah, that's-
Disney always gets the best voice actors. Like whenever they get a pirate, you're like, that's a pirate.
Well,
man.
I mean, with
Except for Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
yeah,
the budget of
he's all right.
$140 million, I feel like nobody's going to turn down any offer they get for this movie.
It's true.
I don't have
probably-
a problem with him, but there's no point in hiring him to be a voice actor.
I feel like he probably wasn't too expensive.
Do you know that?
At that point, 2002.
To do a voice work, though.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, David Hyde Pierce, who is Frasier, Emma Thompson, Martin Short, who's in such classics as Captain Ron, Clifford, Mars Attacks, and Jungle to Jungle.
yeah,
Some
yeah.
hitters.
Yeah, Martin Short's the man.
Laurie Metcalf, who is from Roseanne and Scream 2. Who else? Patrick McGohan, who was in Scanners, which I like.
Yeah, I saw that Martin Short was on the
And
list
then-
when I looked it up, and I was like, when the hell does Martin Short show up? And finally, in the end, he's like,
Near the end, yeah.
But then the
he's a
rest
robot.
of these names I have written down, I don't know who they are, so I'm not saying them.
I want to know who played Morph, the little tiny alien pet. No, I'm kidding. He didn't have like a voice really.
I'm sure somebody got credited for that voice.
Yeah, but that was a good little character. But they always, you always know a bad guy in a Disney movie like right off rip. You know what I mean? Like that dude is gonna be bad, turn out bad, even if they're pretending to be good.
well, he was the only android they showed, so.
Yeah, and he just looked. He had like the 5 o'clock shadow. No good character in a Disney movie ever has a 5 o'clock
The
shadow.
gravelly voice.
Yeah.
And then I wrote, I might start using zip your howling screamer, is what she says to the dog guy.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I just might start using that in
Zip your
conversation.
howling screamer. That's a good one.
It reminded me a little of Guardians of the Galaxy, that little orb that Quill gets.
Oh yeah,
Like
it is.
originally.
Yeah, it's just like that. You know what? The cheesiest part of this movie, it was so dated, was that the song with the lyrics with like the montage.
Oh, well,
Was that the one Joseph Gordon-Levitt was singing?
Was he singing that?
No. Okay.
I think he was singing the first one.
It's in my notes.
I don't think he was singing that.
I think he was.
No, I'm talking about where it's him and the pirate like
Yeah, but
bonding and stuff.
okay.
You know?
Before that, I wrote.
Some cheesy song in the
I
background.
said, "What a chef! Morph is cool." And then I wrote, "It's a dark animated like space hook Goonies."
Oh yeah, definitely some Goonies vibes.
Yeah,
for sure.
But then I wrote, "Yeah, is this a Goo Goo Dolls music video?" And then I looked it up, and it is. That song is the singer of the Goo Goo Dolls solo.
Is it?
That song, he did multiple songs for this movie.
What the hell,
But the
dude?
part you're talking about is just the singer of the Goo Goo Dolls solo. That whole song montage thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was like, is this a Goo Goo Dolls music video?
Weird.
And then I was like, I have to look this
It
up.
was super
and it was him.
dated.
Johnny Resnick, I think is his
Johnny
name.
Resnick. That's hilarious.
It's kind of weird because it's a Disney movie, but you never really hear about this movie when mentioned with other big
Well, I
Disney
feel like
movies.
they
Yeah, it's
don't-
kind of like
I
a
feel like
hidden
they
gem
don't-
amongst the Disney
It's like
animated
an
movies.
outlier.
Yeah,
I feel like they don't want to admit that they sunk so much money into it because
I think it does have a cult following though. People like it.
but there's no chance in hell it even came near breaking even.
I don't think so.
Is there
Especially
anything
for
like
the
at
time it came out.
Disney World, like Treasure Planet, like related?
No.
No,
Any
that's what I was
mention of
thinking. Not
whatsoever?
really. No, it's
I don't think so.
It's kind of
Is there
buried.
anything
No
in
pun
Kingdom
intended.
Hearts maybe? I feel like that would be where
Maybe.
where something might
Maybe.
be.
But that was a good montage though. You know, besides the cheesy music, you know, to show him bonding with him. You
Yeah.
know, it's nice, good. It.
You always got to have that conflicted character. Like he's bad, but
He has a
he's
good
a heart of gold.
Yeah, yeah.
The whore with the heart of gold.
Perfect. Yeah.
Then you had the bad guy, like the bug guy.
The insect.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a bad dude.
Yeah, he doesn't approve, or Silver doesn't approve of that prick's actions. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Multiple different motives aboard the ship. You know, pirate movies are just fun in general, and when you make it animated Disney, it's it's just a fun ride. No pun intended. You know, but
I feel like the pun was intended.
you know what? Ben was a good character. Of course he was.
I just
but-
wrote. I said, "Is that robot trying to freak off?" And then wrote Ben in parentheses because like when he finds him, he's like, "Oh," and like jumps on him and is like,
Yeah.
and it's like super like weird and awkward. And
Yeah.
he's like, and I was like, "What is happening? Is he just trying to molest him?" Like,
Bioelectronic navigator.
then after that, I wrote, "Ben is manipulative and mentally ill." Because like
Are you talking about the character
Yes.
still? Okay.
the robot,
Okay.
not the person sitting next to me.
Okay, because it's pretty accurate too. Actually.
But yeah, like he is trying to like manipulate that kid into doing like what he wants, kind of.
Ben was.
Yeah, like it was very like, oh, don't do this. Like, I'll feel so bad. I'll be alone. And then like, oh, you'll take me with you? Great, love it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
he's, like, trying
true.
to guilt him into everything.
That's true. Yeah.
And then was like, oh, boing, 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 like I can't remember anything. Like, I was like, this bitch is crazy.
was Ben the actual villain or what?
100%.
100%.
I like Martin Short, but his range is not that great.
No,
He's the same in everything.
Minimal. But in Clifford,
Clifford, he's a legend.
oh my god.
Hey, you know what looked very cool though? The portal. That looked really cool.
The portal and all the golden diamonds and gems and stuff.
Yeah.
when they found the treasure. It looked super nice, super cool.
Look, like the animation was just like so ahead of its time. This was 20 years ago, and
yeah.
it looked like a movie that came out in maybe like 2012 or something.
Puts Avatar to shame, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be honest though. Was there any super likable or memorable characters? There wasn't to me, really.
The fart alien.
The fart alien, yeah, who spoke flatulent.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I think that's why they kind of bury this movie. They don't, they don't talk about it much because there's no real like
Is it
character
on
that's-
Disney Plus?
It's got it. I think it is. Yeah, there's no character that like you can sell dolls of and stuff like that. There's just, I mean, maybe Ben, but
Yeah.
there's just no character. I mean, and that's what like every Disney movie revolves around is like that character, that
That's
memorable
true.
character.
Oh, it's sidebar has unrelated somewhat, but Encanto, have you watched that yet?
No.
There's like a girl character in it who's just like all they talk about her is how pretty she is, and that's what Disney banked on, all kids loving that character, so they made so much toys and merchandise, and kids are not caring or buying any of it. the only toy they want is like the girl in Encanto that's like has huge muscles and like is depressed because of her superhuman strength. She feels like everybody relies on her too much, and like she's not emotionally strong, she's just physically strong.
Yeah.
And they can't print enough merch and toys of that girl, and Disney was pissed because they put so much money into like the normal pretty character, and kids don't care. They want the big buff girl.
That's crazy.
Like, people are making a big deal about it, and I think it's super funny.
That's hilarious. Who was your guys' favorite character, though? Speaking of characters,
Morph.
I would say Morph myself. Yeah, Morph was great.
I like Long John Silver just because the pirate aspect, like
Yeah.
full on pirate. Like,
He's cool.
the
Yeah,
voice acting was cool.
it's perfect. Yeah.
And they're not gonna make like dolls and stuff for this movie because all the characters were like crudely drawn, like aliens, like they're
Yeah.
ugly aliens.
That's
Like,
true. Yeah.
Dude, could you imagine if they had like a stuffed animal of the fart monster though, and you squeeze him
I
and
would
he
buy that
farts?
one. I would buy that for sure.
You know what was weird though? I found strange that there was no love interest for Jim, because normally in movies, like even animated movies,
Yeah.
there's a love interest.
Morph.
Yeah. That's funny.
Morph can morph into anything, even a flashlight.
Flashlight. Yeah, we're talking about a Disney movie.
I don't know. They do some dark stuff in Disney movies.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, but I'm gonna sum it up. You know, it's a fun story filled with spectacle and great animation. It makes it a worthwhile ride, but unfortunately, like unmemorable characters holds it back. You know.
Yeah.
There's just no memorable characters. I mean, like super. It is pretty predictable too, and it's kind of like a linear plot. You know, it's like, I mean,
It's kind of weird to me that it's Disney. I
Yeah,
just picture it being like some off
like
animation
wannabe
company.
Disney.
yeah, like DreamWorks or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, it doesn't seem like their cup of tea that they do, you know.
Doesn't.
But it is good.
But towards the end, I could not help but think about the DuckTales, like swimming in gold coins, like when they find the treasure. That's,
Yeah.
that's how they all act. Like they're Scrooge
swimming in
McDuck,
it, yeah.
just like swimming and spitting out coins like they're water.
Like you said, it reminded me of the Goonies ending so much, where it's booby trapped and it
Yeah.
all starts falling apart and blowing up, and all the treasure's
Which-
gone. And
I just found out that there's tons of deleted scenes from the Goonies that were filmed and never used, and like aren't released in any format, so you can see them where they're supposed to be in the movie, which is upsetting to me. There's a whole scene with an octopus, apparently.
really,
That's crazy.
Pretty upset about it.
that'd be cool.
I'm pretty upset. Anyway, you guys got any other thoughts? You want to just get to review? Our
Ratings, yeah.
ratings, yeah.
What made you pick this movie?
I spun the wheel.
Oh, okay.
And
I feel like Ben.
so I have a wheel. Let me just explain. I
Well,
have a-
didn't you say you like this was even an option because you read like somebody say how like it was an underrated like
underappreciated
classic
yeah.
Disney thing?
Yeah, but
Which Ben is drawn to like unknown but good stuff. You know what I mean? Where like maybe I can blow somebody's mind that I know this good
Hidden
movie.
gem.
Yeah.
yeah, but I have a wheel and I put genres. There's 14 or 16 spots. I put genres. I'll spin it. So I got animation, and
This
then
is how he's gonna sneak the wheel into
I,
it.
I go through my IMDb watch list, and I'll put like maybe 2 I've seen that are classics.
Yeah, but
and then I'll put like 12 I haven't
How
seen.
big is that watch list?
Oh, it's freaking enormous. And then I spin the wheel, and I got Treasure Planet. So that's
okay.
how we watch it. Yeah.
I was just curious what made you pick it, because I was like, this is such a random thing to pick.
It is, yeah. But all right, you guys want to get the ratings?
Sure.
All right,
Shoot.
you guys go first.
Go ahead.
I gave it a 7 because it was much better than I thought it would be.
I also
I thought it was gonna be a dud.
I also gave it a 7.
I gave it a 6.5, just because
Fair.
it was enjoyable, and Hank actually sat down and watched like most
Did
of it,
he?
which is weird.
My
That's
dude-
great.
Like, paid attention. Yeah.
My nephew, Joe's son. Yeah, Hank. He's the man. But yeah, I think
my best friend.
my best. I think the only thing that holds it back from being great is characters. Just memorable characters.
Yeah, just throw Stitch in there and it's gold.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Final verdict on Treasure Planet, guys. What do you think? See it ASAP, see it whenever, or skip it?
Whatever.
I say whenever,
Yeah.
especially if you're a Goo Goo Dolls fan.
Yeah,
Because that music video in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, I'd say see it whenever as well. That's a Treasure Planet. That's a see it whenever. All right, guys, we got the quote game.
I just had a stroke.
I got a quote for these boys, and they got to guess it. Here it is. Send more paramedics.
It's gonna kill me when you say
Return
what
of the
it
Living
is.
Dead.
Yes, there it is.
Send more paramedics.
It's Return of the Living Dead. Joe got it. And that's our review for Treasure Planet, guys.
That's how you win the quote game, Joe. I didn't do anything and I got a point.
We love you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.